There is a certain type of internet personality that doesn't make you cringe. They make you deeply uncomfortable.
Back in November of 2023, it was the day after Thanksgiving. I was looking at my sister's profile on Facebook, and then
Ka-wow, ka-pow, ka-chow, ka-wow, ka-pow, ka-chow.
Wait, so you texted a minor?
it was an accident.
Hi guys, it's Brent.
Oh boy! Gosh, you hi everybody! Later.
Enter Brent Johnson, better known online as Brent Johnson 2K17 and crowned by TikTok as its most deranged Disney adult. At 27 years old and living in Arizona, Brent has built an online presence that feels less like nostalgic Disney appreciation and more like a man permanently stuck in a Cars-themed time capsule.
Faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, Lightning, you ready?
Oh yeah, lightning.
We're not talking casual fandom, we're talking full-blown identity crisis wrapped in Lightning McQueen merch. But the Disney obsession, that's just the surface. Behind the forced positivity, the emotional livestream meltdowns, and the desperate attempts at pop star fame lies a pattern of behavior that has made a lot of people deeply uneasy. Repeated contact with people who blocked him,
blocked me back in 2020, 2018, and 2023, and last year. Because one, I keep calling her, texting her so many times, and the next thing you know, I got blocked. That was back in 2018, and then back in 2023.
alleged stalking of his own sisters, and even his former high school crush.
Previous profile, and then I said, "You look beautiful as mom," and I just want to say I love you so much. And then she deleted the comment, and I tried to video call her, but she hung up.
Getting mad and ending the live stream when asked questions or criticized.
Talk about your past either.
I know that you're not my mom. You're not my mom or my aunt.
Why are you saying this to me, bro?
I know, but it's just that you kind of like forcing me and kind of bossing me around a little.
Are you okay?
No, my feelings are hurt.
Okay, Dad, I'm gonna end the live.
Tearful breakdowns on camera.
I'm better off being single. No, I'm not okay. They get you here for like in a life. You guys are breaking my heart.
And there are the text conversations, some of which involved underage individuals and messages that crossed lines that should never be approached.
How come you wanna grab my butt? To be honest, I'd rather like slap your butt if that's okay. Cause I don't feel like no one grabbing my butt, you know?
Brent doesn't just overshare. He spirals publicly, he lashes out, he plays the victim, and yet somehow he keeps coming back online as if nothing ever happened.
No, this is not pre-recorded. You think it is, but it's not. And look at you, dude. You only have like, let me see who this person has. 21 followers. You should post more content.
So today we're diving into the world of TikTok's most deranged Disney adult, the obsession, the controversies, the live stream chaos, and the secrets he doesn't want people digging into. Because this isn't just about a man who never grew out of Disney. It's about what happens when Arrested Development meets internet access. And trust me, it only gets worse from here. So, if you don't already know who this guy is, here's what you need to understand. Brent is a grown adult, but instead of building any kind of stable life online, he spends most of his time online, live streaming, singing to a handful of viewers, and asking for donations. He doesn't hold a steady job, yet somehow always has money for new Disney merchandise, road trips, and expanding his already massive collection of Cars memorabilia. And when people question it, he plays the sympathy card.
I got through it, you know? I got through it.
He'll cry on the live stream, who'll say people are bullying him, who'll blame haters, but in the same breath, he has no problem asking strangers to fund his trips or bankroll his latest Lightning McQueen purchase. And yes, the Disney obsession is not casual. We're talking floor-to-ceiling collections, toys, figurines, posters, clothes, accessories. Entire shelves are dedicated to cause, specifically Lightning McQueen and Tow Mater. Now, if you're not familiar with the term Disney adult, here's what it means. A Disney adult is typically someone over the age of 18 who maintains an intense attachment to Disney media characters and theme parks, often making it a core part of their identity. And to be clear, liking Disney as an adult, totally normal. Millions of people do. But there's a difference between enjoying nostalgia and never mentally leaving childhood. The deranged version of a Disney adult is someone who treats fictional characters like emotional partners or real-life companions, spends excessive amounts of money they don't have on merchandise, reacts aggressively when Disney is criticized, bases their entire personality around animated franchises, and struggles to engage with real world outside of that fantasy. And Brent? He doesn't just fit the stereotype, he amplifies it. And the thing is, this isn't some rare once in a blue moon phenomenon. The internet has seen the rise of the Disney adult over and over, people whose entire identity revolves around the Walt Disney Company and its franchises.
Disney adults, they're the weirdest people in the world.
Now, do they only become like activated when they're in Disney World?
I don't know, but if you've met a Disney adult, it usually is a sign. There's a lot of people out there that get married at Disney World, get proposed at Disney World. They dress up as Disney characters. I think Disney adults, their hobby becomes their personality traits because the rest of the world no longer accepts them.
So they find each other.
They have to find
it.
each other, and that's what they become.
Yeah, there is a phenomenon though of people that you think are just normal, everyday dudes and girls that walk amongst us, able to blend in, but the second they set foot inside the Disney theme park, they just change.
Yeah.
Their entire body, their mood changes.
Yeah.
And they just want to stay there for the rest of their life.
Now, to be clear, there are plenty of completely normal Disney adults. Theme park vloggers like Tim Tracker or Michael Kay have built entire careers around covering Disney parks and content. You've got channels like Best Life and Beyond that focus on pop culture and updates. They're passionate, sure, but they're treated like a niche, not a substitute for reality. That's the difference, because there's the other side of the spectrum, the extreme cases we're talking about. We're not just talking about adults who enjoy cosplay, but who build their entire identity around fictional children's characters. And that's where things start getting uncomfortable. Because when nostalgia turns into escapism, and escapism turns into a refusal to grow, you start seeing patterns that go beyond Disney adult jokes. You start seeing people infantilizing themselves, leaning into childlike aesthetics, talking in babyish tones, surrounding themselves exclusively with media made for toddlers. And this is commonly known as the Peter Pan syndrome, a common term used by psychologists to describe one's difficulty in adapting to adulthood. Some even frame it as age regression. Now, real age regression in therapeutic context is a coping mechanism discussed in psychology, but online, it often gets blurred into aesthetics and performance. It becomes content. And culturally, we've seen how childhood branding is being marketed back to adults in increasingly strange ways. Take Teletubbies, for example, a show originally created for little toddlers in the late 90s. Recently, the brand has collaborated with fashion and lifestyle companies to launch adult apparel, even underwear lines. And in Brent's case as well, the concern isn't just about he loves cars. It's that he seems emotionally anchored to it in a way that replaces growth, while also engaging in certain kinds of behavior that makes it weird. And when those two things overlap, that's when the internet stops laughing and starts watching. Now, that being said, we would like to talk about some details of Brent's childhood, and as you can probably guess, it was not a good one. He was born on April 29, 1999 and is about to turn 27.
Hello guys, good morning, it's me again. Olis, buenos dias, mi amigos, mi amigas. So in this video I just wanted to say that my birthday is April 29th, which will be on a Wednesday of this year. and I'll be turning the age of 27. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to celebrate my birthday. And it's gonna be good like every year usually, so I'm gonna have the best birthday ever. So yeah, good job.
And from the very beginning, his father was absent from his life, something Brent himself has admitted in text. From our digging, we also came across claims that his father was abusive toward his mother while she was pregnant with him.
Hi guys, it's me again. So I want to tell you all something. I just want to say it from the bottom of my heart. So to be honest with you all, the only holiday I don't celebrate is Father's Day. Now the reason why I don't celebrate Father's Day is because my dad abandoned me for 26 for almost 27 years. And you know what? I am much better off without him. I really am. And I'm glad I'm staying away from my father. I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to hang out with him. I don't want to be around him. And I don't even want to spend time with him. I don't hate him. I don't ever want to be like my dad. He's never there for me when I needed him. He's never have, never will. But yeah, that's the only holiday I don't celebrate is Father's Day, so.
We don't know the full details of what happened with his father, and there isn't a lot of confirmed information out there even, but what we do know is that he was never really a part of Brent's life. His mother later passed away from cancer. However, despite being alive for most of Brent's early life, she was also not always truly present in a stable or consistent way, at least according to what Brent has implied online.
It doesn't be too much. Not like my mom. I love my mom, but my mom has 11 kids, so.
Beyond that, the internet doesn't really know much about his family or who he's currently in contact with. The little that is known mostly revolves around his sisters Jolene and Jamie Johnson. And we're going to talk about the sisters in a while because it's a whole other rabbit hole by itself. But for now, we want to focus on Brent, on how Brent even became the person he's on the internet today. While he often attributes his behavior to his past and to his autism, we don't think that tells the whole story. And that's what we're going to unpack next. We know that he was put in a juvenile detention when he was a teenager. He even posted his video talking about what happened to him in 2017, but said that he cannot fully share the details of it.
I cannot give much away what I did back in 2017 because that's too personal for me, and I want to share this to my friends and family. I just don't want to share with the people, because I just felt bad what I did back then, but let's not talk about that.
We also know that he spent a large portion of his life in foster care. The poem he posted on TikTok also mentions his foster parents. However, by his own admission, his behavior was violent and unstable from early on. Brent himself has talked about hitting his elder foster parents during arguments, which already paints a troubling picture of how he handled conflict growing up.
Okay, now hear me. So, you said that you were abusing your parents? In that context.
My foster parents. But that's
parents, yes.
That's when I was a teenager back then.
Yes. However, this still matters because ICE would use any excuse of one's criminal record, no matter how minor, no matter how young, in order to...
When he graduated from high school in 2017, he was placed in a group home in Arizona. And that's where another incident reportedly took place. He apparently punched his roommate during some kind of altercation.
Habit of what?
Was the IR report.
I was punching him twice.
Okay, so it was a little scuffle, yes?
Yes, sir.
Was there any bruising? Was there any bleeding?
I don't know. There was no bruising on it. It's just that he said, ow, and then he gave me the one who takes care of me gave me a warning. He gave me a warning, and that's why I say, I'm gonna have to be in IR for that, friend.
When you start lining up the juvenile detention, the foster care instability and the physical altercations, a pattern begins to form, and it complicates the narrative that everything we're seeing online is simply misunderstood behavior or harmless immaturity. Because this didn't just start with TikTok, it started long before the live streams. One thing about Brent that you guys should know is that he has always wanted to be popular, like really, really bad. Attention wasn't just something that he enjoyed, it was something he actively chased. And in some ways, you could argue that he has achieved that dream, just maybe not in the way he imagined. Throughout high school, he genuinely believed himself to be one of the popular kids. He's talked about this in messages describing himself as the most popular kid. And in the text conversation with the troll, he wrote, "I was pretty good. I may have some memories," and we think he's trying to say enemies, "but I also made a lot of good friends, and essentially, I was the most popular student in high school. I do get bullied, but it didn't stop me from chasing and believing in my dreams." Well, whether that perception matched reality is another question entirely, but in his mind, he wasn't just another student, he was someone important. More specifically though, he wanted to be a pop star, he wanted to sing, he wanted to perform, he wanted to be on stage. There are multiple videos from his high school years where he performed in front of an audience.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way.
He didn't stop there either. In the early days of his TikTok career, he began posting his original songs. He took his high school dream and tried to carry it onto the internet era, live streaming performances, singing to viewers, and treating TikTok like it was his launch pad to stardom.
They want to see my reaction. Well, I'm not going to show it. They already know it. Because haters may be a trolls, but they will never be my control. Yeah, I can make my own decision. So I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to spread it. Because haters may be a trolls, but they will never be my control.
Now, from what we were able to find while scrolling through his online presence, Brent joined TikTok in late 2020 when he was around 21 years old. So yes, he wasn't just another teenager trying to gain popularity. He was an adult with a high school education and the basic capability to pursue something stable or productive offline. However, his content at the beginning of his online era wasn't necessarily bad. At least at first, he was focusing on something he was genuinely interested in and trying to build within a niche, which was Disney movies, cars, and basically anything Disney related. As we've mentioned before, he collected and bought almost everything Disney, toys, posters, figurines, especially from Cars, and for a while that actually worked in his favor. It gave him a theme, it gave him a specific audience, it made him somewhat recognizable within that corner of TikTok. In addition to that, he also made music cover videos. He would sing popular songs and post them consistently. Over time though, those covers started turning into somewhat of a joke among viewers. People weren't always watching them because they were impressed, they were watching it because it was funny to them.
I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I know you from the first time. I say for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you.
He also started doing these weird roleplay videos where he pretended to be a Disney character like SpongeBob or Tomato, and honestly, it was just really strange.
Where's Mr. Squidward?
I'm here, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Squidward, I've been thinking. I have to pay two of you when I could just make one of you do both the work and pay you only once.
What do you mean, Mr. Krabs?
I think you know what I mean. You're fired.
Yeah. So long, suckers.
But Mr. Krabs, I don't want to do both the work. I think I'm going to hire someone for cheap labor. I could pay them only 1 penny. But who will that person be?
Well, that would be me.
Hello. Patrick, come into me office.
Okay, Mr. Krabs.
Can I have a Krabby Patty? Sure.
During this period, he was posting content regularly, trying to stay consistent, but he wasn't getting the level of attention he clearly wanted. That is until his moment of virality came. In May of 2024, his cover of One Last Time by Ariana Grande blew up on Instagram.
One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One last time, I promise after that.
And that was the turning point, because once the internet noticed him, it didn't look away. Soon after this video blew up, people started becoming more and more interested in him, and the reason this happens isn't just unique to Brent. It's a pattern we've seen countless times online. The internet has a way of finding people who are desperate to be seen, people who crave popularity so badly that it becomes performative, and we mean there are plenty of examples. So viewers laugh, they meme, they share. And in doing so, the internet often creates its own monsters. It's not just that people go viral, it's that the internet reveals the extreme, sometimes monstrous sides of those willing to do anything for fame. The same thing that happened with Brent. As his attention grew, he started doing live streams, and during these live streams, he would sing songs for his audience, showing off his massive Disney collections, and even lift weights on camera.
Come with me. I want you to dance with
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Ka-chow.
24,
Ka-chow.
25,
Doc Hudson.
26,
Sally.
27, 28,
Cruz Ramirez.
29,
Maters.
30,
They're counting on you.
31.
You can do this.
He also began revealing more and more personal information about himself. The more he shared, the more people dug, and the more attention he received. But this still wasn't the point, where he started getting trolled in earnest. That came with his first major controversy. People asking people to donate money to fund a Disneyland trip.
here. Hi guys, good morning. It's me, Brent Johnson, with another vlog. So I just want to say that I started this thing called GoFundMe last week on Tuesday. I want you all to know that thank you all so much for you guys' love and support and helping me to get there. I could have done it without you guys. You guys are amazing people. Thank you. So to me is that trip is my dream vacation. And that trip will make my dreams come true. Also, ka-chow!
So yeah, he created a GoFundMe page for the trip, which reads, "Help me to get to the happiest place on earth. Hi, my name is Brent Johnson and I'm trying to raise money for my Disneyland trip so I can have fun, bring back some memories and visit my favorite place, which is Cars Land. I would appreciate everyone's support in these rough times. Thank you for your love and support." And this really rubbed people the wrong way. Viewers saw Brent online and noticed that he clearly had enough money to indulge in things that most people can't afford. Expensive toys, figurines, and collectibles purchased whenever he felt like it, like we already said. On top of that, he was also earning income from his TikTok and live stream donations. So it didn't make sense to many that he was asking strangers to fund a Disneyland trip when he was fully capable of paying it for himself. To make it worse, he already had been to Disneyland before. For many, this made the request feel even more unnecessary and unfair. Even if we were to assume for a moment that he didn't earn that much from the live streams or TikTok, there was still another source of income he received funds from: the Colorado River Indian tribes. And for those who don't know, the Colorado River Indian Tribes Fund is a program set up by the tribe to support members of the Colorado River Indian Tribes, a federal recognized Native American tribe located in Arizona and California. And this fund provides financial assistance for education, housing, and cultural initiatives, helping tribal members access opportunities that might otherwise be out of touch. So, in Brent's case, he was receiving money through his tribal fund on top of everything else, which made asking for donations from strangers to go on yet another Disney trip feel even more tone deaf to the public. However, there were still people foolish enough to donate money to his GoFundMe. From that alone, he raised around $1,700. And you might be thinking, well, now that he raised the money, surely he went to Disneyland and did something with it. This is where the story takes a turn, but not in the way you'd expect. After receiving the funds, he randomly canceled the trip and gave absolutely no explanation to anyone who had donated. In the days that followed, people began noticing a sharp uptick in his spending habits. He was buying more and more clothes, expanding his already massive collection of toys and figurines, and it became painfully obvious from his behavior that he was gloating. He seemed proud of successfully scamming people, selling them the emotional lie of helping him visit the happiest place on earth, only to pocket the money for the things he didn't need. One thing that needs to be pointed out here is this. Being a Disney adult, collecting expensive toys and figurines is a luxury and not a necessity. And if you can't truly afford it, you shouldn't dive in full force. But what's even worse is this. Begging strangers for money to fund your luxury and then using it for your own gratification is not just unethical, it's straight up scam. Brent did exactly that. And it's a clear example of how obsessive he is with attention, and Disney fandom has crossed into the line into something manipulative. And of course, after he pulled this move, people were mad at him. Questions started popping up everywhere about why he canceled the trip and what he was doing with the money.
Whereas on your end, you're doing it just so that way you could go to Disneyland. That's not an emergency. That's not a desperate call for help. You're using it for you to go and fulfill a dream that you could have easily accomplished by yourself with your Indian tribe money as well as your TikTok funds.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to my Disneyland trip then.
Yeah, I don't think you should. Not with that money.
But whenever someone tried to hold him accountable, Brent would either dodge the question entirely or flip the script and act like the victim. His emotional immaturity was full on display, and it quickly became obvious that he was a serious red flag.
I have the moments of the flashbacks. Even I gotta look up when that got taken away. It is sad, but I got through it, I got through it.
In fact, there were many red flags from this moment on. First off, he became extremely defensive. If something didn't go according to his expectations, he would just leave the chat, ignore the messages, or lash out at anyone questioning him. He would get angry, cry on camera, and often accuse others of being mean or calling him out.
Talk about your past either.
I know that you're not my mom. You're not my mom or my aunt.
Why are you saying this to me, bro?
I know, but it's just that you kind of forcing me and kind of bossing me around a little.
Are you okay?
No, my feelings are hurt.
Okay, Dad, I'm gonna end the live.
He also developed a habit that became a running joke among both his followers and online trolls. He would block and report people for the smallest things. Comments, jokes, or even casual criticisms could get someone blocked instantly.
And when I was on live stream here on this app of TikTok, there's a username named Michael. He was saying that it's time for you to grow up. And to me, it was very rude. Even though as an adult, I still love the movies I love to watch. And that's when it started, I started muting and reported his account. And it's also that is why that my life was restricted and got suspended, so I'm sorry to all my supporters that let you all down. Hopefully I get my live stream back.
fans and trolls alike started documenting it, posting comments like "Bro, block me because," followed by the most ridiculous reasons. It became a recurring meme online, showing just how thin-skinned and reactive he was. For example, someone said, "Bro, block me for simply entering his live stream." Or, "Bro, block me because I said tow meter was found texted a 2010 Toyota." And more that said, "I got banned because someone said he messaged a 15-year-old and I said, who did he message?" Another comment that reads, "He blocked me for simply entering his live stream. I didn't even type anything." I got Brent blocked me because I told him to make McQueen throw it back for his birthday. So yeah, he blocked and removed anyone who dared to ask him a question.
Please don't do that again. You want to be blocked?
If someone challenged him or questioned him in any way, he either got mad and dismissed them, ran away from the conversation entirely, or in classic Brent fashion, started crying on camera.
No, it's okay. Now I'm gonna get hate.
You should have told me you were on live, right?
I was gonna, but you came in and talked to me.
You should just say, "Hey, bro, I'm live."
Now it's gonna be like posted.
We didn't say anything wrong.
See, clip it. See.
Another important thing to note about Brent is his highly developed victim complex. No matter the situation, no matter who might actually be at fault, he constantly positions himself as the one being wronged. He even leveraged his mother's death to gain sympathy from viewers, talking about his struggles as a neurodivergent person, what some people online began calling his sympathy riz.
In my life, I don't want to get more detailed because I'm a very emotional person. I just lost my mom like 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
He framed his challenges in a way that encouraged people to feel sorry for him, while simultaneously demanding attention. And all of this, his emotional instability, his need for validation, and his obsessive sharing online attracted a swarm of trolls. His live streams became a chaotic mess of people hyping him up, roasting him, or trolling him brutally.
No, I'm just back to being single. Go ahead and laugh at me, Jose. I'm really hurt, guys. I don't want no one to ruin my friendship. I came everywhere. I'm better off being single. No, I'm not okay. They get you here for like in a lot. You guys are breaking my heart.
On top of that, people began creating fan pages, edits, and memes about him, content he clearly did not like.
Independent. So backing up of TikTok, I keep getting hate, criticism, making fun of, and especially what annoys me the most is making edits to me. And to me,
however, the more Brent talked about his life online, the worse things got. The trolls were out in full force, and Brent was the perfect target. He had essentially made himself a living, a breathing meme. Up until this point, people had only seen him for his weird content, his Disney obsession, and his chaotic live streams. But as his visibility grew and he overshared more, trolls and online sleuths started digging deeper. And what they found caught their attention immediately: his family, more specifically, his sisters. The way he talked about them struck people as just weird.
His album, my sister Jolene will realize that she blocked me. And then she might said, I have to go talk to my brother. Even though I did block him, but I still want to tell him, say I'm sorry that I blocked you and hope you forgive me and hopefully we'll stay in touch. Well, hopefully I'll give it the time. There's no time limit. I just want to give time for my big sister, you know, because she blocked me. And hi, Brent, hi. very complicated. It's been 1 year since she blocked me. She originally blocked me about 1 year ago on Friday, November 24th of last year. And then she blocked me, and it's been 1 year since. She's so pretty. My sister, my little sister, one day she'll find the right person and I'll be so happy for her.
Yes, Brent.
I don't want my sister to get hurt or have a broken heart.
Now, for context, Brent has two sisters, an older sister named Jolene and a younger sister who we believe is called Jamie. He once mentioned his younger sister during a live stream when she actually showed up in chat unexpectedly.
How did you find me, sis? How? I love you. I love you too, sister. Mwah. Love you, sis. Te amo.
Aww.
Te amo, sister. Thank you for the heart meat. I love my little sister. That's her baby sister.
I'm sure that made your day, huh, Brent?
Yes, it really did make my day.
But the real drama began when Brent admitted to stalking his own sister.
Because I really don't know what's going on and I'm getting confused and...
Okay, so back in November of 2023, it was the day after Thanksgiving. I was looking at my sister's profile on Facebook, and then it was a previous profile, and then I said, "You look beautiful as mom," and I just want to say I love you so much. And then she deleted the comment, and I tried to video call her, but she hung up. But I also told her saying hey sister, if you're mad at me, if you want, just want to say I'm sorry, can you forgive me? And she blocked me on both Facebook and Instagram.
So basically, after Thanksgiving of 2023, Brent saw a picture of his sister on Facebook and decided to comment on it, something she apparently did not appreciate. She ended up blocking him. Brent later explained the situation, saying that all he did was call her as beautiful as mom, and that he just wanted to talk to her, but she didn't want to be in contact with him.
Released his album, and my sister Jolene will realize that she blocked me, and then she might say, I have to go talk to my brother, even though I did block him, but I still want to tell him, say I'm sorry that I blocked you, and I hope you forgive me, and hopefully we'll stay in touch. Well, hopefully I'll give it the time. There's no time limit. I just want to give time for my big sister, you know, because she blocked me, and hi, Brent, hi. It's very complicated. It's been 1 year since she blocked me. She originally blocked me about 1 year ago on Friday, November 24th of last year. And then she blocked me, and it's been 1 year since that what happened. I was just giving her a compliment, and then I was gonna video chat her. She deleted those comments, and then it was like around 6 or 7 at night. Let me finish the question, guys. Let me just finish the question. No, I was just giving her compliments of her post. You know, I was just telling her you look just like as mom in a beautiful way. And, you know, and then she deleted those comments, and then I tried to video chat her on Messenger, and then she hung up on me, and then I told her and say that, hey sister, if you're mad at me, if you are, I just want to say I'm sorry, can you forgive me? And then a couple seconds later, she blocked me. And I was going to search you up on Instagram. She blocked me in that too.
Now, while we don't know the full story or why his sister didn't want to talk to him, one thing is clear. When someone sets boundaries and doesn't want contact, you leave them alone. You don't stalk their profiles or try to find ways to reach them. But that's exactly what Brent did. He developed a habit of stalking people from his high school and even his own siblings. He has talked about these incidents multiple times online, and every time he explains them, it sounds more like stalking than innocent curiosity. And when he couldn't explain any further, he did what he does best, avoided the topic entirely, just like usual. Anytime someone asked, he would just shut down the entire conversation, end the chat, or redirect the attention elsewhere.
It's your sister.
Well, no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, the way he talks about his sisters is just weird, and the fact that his sisters clearly didn't want to engage with him has led many people online to speculate that something may have happened during their childhood.
People saying that you've done stuff to your sister or other stuff, which I don't know if that's true or not.
No. That's just making me uncomfortable. I would never do that to my sister.
The conversation of him stalking his sister actually dragged on so much that she even commented on one of his videos saying, "How the freak am I even a topic?" This was years ago. I blocked him because he would always blow up my phone by calling and texting me non-stop and would talk about me in public. So yes, I put up a wall. He commented on every picture saying I look like our mom. It was hard because she passed away around that time. At that point, I didn't need a reminder 24/7. We don't know if any serious allegations like abuse are true, and we don't know the full reasons behind his time in juvenile detention as a teenager. But what is undeniable is that his behavior toward his sisters was off, and this wasn't the only time Brent fixated on someone. He actually had a high school crush, and even years after graduating, he still talked about her constantly. In one live stream, he got emotional over his high school reunion and spoke about how his crush Lydia would supposedly ask where he was.
Call my guardian, like maybe tomorrow when I get back from my day program, and just tell her I'm not gonna go to my 10-year reunion. I'm not gonna. She might explain why. I just don't feel like going. And if my ex-crush, I don't have a girlfriend, but if my ex-crush was like, "Where's Brent at? He's supposed to be here. Well, I'm not showing up." I just don't need him, you know?
Now, for context, Lydia is now married and realistically probably doesn't care much about him, yet Brent's obsession is still very clear. We actually went to Parker High, Arizona's website and found some names of the 2017 graduating class, and there they are, Brent, Johnson, and Lydia. We have blurred her last name because we don't want trolls to find her, but we did find her Facebook account. It is the same profile as the one Brent sent in chat. And on her Facebook, you can simply just see that she's happily married, or at least in a relationship. Regardless, Brent actually texted and spammed her for a long time. Just look at this text message he sent her before getting blocked. In 2018, I kept calling you and kept texting you so many times, and the next day, I got blocked. And back in August 2023, I sent you a message on my new Facebook account. I asked you, "Lydia, it's me, Brent. I was wondering if we can be friends again, if you're okay with it." I waited until October 2023. I got blocked again, and I was crying and hurting. So yeah, bro just couldn't take the hint. And if that's not funny enough, he also genuinely believes that he looks like Justin Bieber.
I'm not Justin Bieber. I mean, I kind of look like him, but I'm not white. I don't have his hair. I mean, I have thick hair. And my hair is shaped like a helmet.
Brent also doesn't understand why he gets so many girls.
I just don't get why girls likes me. I mean, that's cool. You getting a girlfriend next year, buddy? I hope so. But there's also girls that likes me on here too, on TikTok and Instagram. Like, I don't know why I got the girls.
And let's not forget his very insightful relationship advice.
The only thing to impress a girl, you just have to be yourself. And just be cool and just have the confidence in you. It's not the inside of you, it's also in you. Also, whenever you get a girl, just be cool about yourself. Just have the confidence and just always do your thing, like always be clean, always, always gotta be respectful to a girl. And you gotta make the girl laugh and try to give her compliments. And if she does give you Instagram, just don't bug her too much. If she's busy, she's busy. She's got things to do. She's got things in life. It's not because it's not ignoring you, she's just been busy.
Anyway, back to Lydia. Whoever she is, she apparently put up with a lot. Brent continued texting her consistently from their graduation all the way through 2023, even after she repeatedly blocked him.
Back in 2020, 2018, and 2023, and last year. Because one, I keep calling her, texting her so many times, and then next thing you know, I got blocked. That was back in 2018, and then back in 2023, I was messaging her on my new account saying, "Hey, it's me, Brent again. I was wondering if we become friends, and that's okay." And then I waited a couple months later, and then she ghosted me. And then back in March, I was following her on my new account again and adding her friend request, but she blocked me on there too.
Eventually, trolls online realized that they could take advantage of the situation. They posed as Lydia creating fake accounts to interact with Brent, and Brent, completely oblivious, fell for it, as this fake account if she would be his Sally and if he could be her Milady. There was a lot of screenshots and proof of Brent behaving really creepily toward Lydia, or should we say fake Lydia, fully aware that she is married.
How come you wanna grab my butt? To be honest, I'd rather slap your butt if that's okay. Cause I don't feel like no one grabbing my butt, I like to shake hands the same way I clap cheeks. Raw, no rubber, my baby oil. Ka-chow! I like to shake hands the same way I clap cheeks raw. No rubber and no baby oil. Ka-chow! And when I post that video, hopefully that video doesn't get taken down.
The trolls escalated things further, manipulating him into fights with his moderators, getting him to block people, and generally creating chaos in his live streams. And as we mentioned before, this was just the beginning of all the problematic behavior online. Someone on Reddit even posted a clip of his TikTok reposts, and many of them were just extreme explicit, violating TikTok policies. Brent had a pattern of obsessively reposting such content. One creator in particular, Jasmine Garcia, seemed to catch his attention. He would repeatedly stalk her pages, comment on her posts, and ask her to go live with him. However, she declined. Brent made a whole scene about it. He went on live, crying, telling viewers about Jasmine had refused his request.
Be friends anymore.
I am Jasmine Garcia. That's fine, No, she was on live stream. And I invited her to the live. She declined me twice. So Jasmine doesn't want to battle with me. And that's fine. She declined me twice or third time already. I'm sad and heartbroken.
And this didn't just stay on his live stream. It gave his troll buddies an opening to harass Jasmine's chat, accusing her of hurting Brent and making him cry.
Guys, I do remember Brent Johnson. I do. From my YouTube videos, he would comment on them. If I had another phone right now, I would go check on him, guys. Here, guys, I'm gonna wait for my sister to come back. He doesn't know how, and he's crying. No way, Fatih. Literally, screenshot him or send him to me or screen record him to me. Fatih, screen record him to me, bro. Because I just don't believe this is true. I feel like there's a lot of trolls on TikTok, guys. I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, all of these trolls basically harassed her into going live with Brent, and when she finally agreed, it turned out to be one of the most awkward live streams ever. She was almost mostly silent the entire time, while Brent was there seeking sympathy and using his deceased mother as a part of his victim narrative.
So they could just clip everything I say and then screen record everything. And yeah, it's just that I've gone through so much in my life. I don't want to give more detail because I'm a very emotional person. I just lost my mom like 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And during this live stream, he even sang songs for her and asked her to marry him.
I want to spend my life with you, and girl, I'm gonna be here for you. Cause mi amor, mi amor, mi amor, I want you to be my wife. Mi amor, mi amor, mi amor, cause I need you in my life.
Wow. That's really good, Brent. You made that?
Yeah, I just wrote it.
I mean, the audacity of this guy. But the worst was yet to come in 2025. Some screenshots went viral showing Brent talking to a 15-year-old. And let's be clear, it was extremely inappropriate. You can see the screenshot that he asks the girl her age. He responds saying that she is 15 and he responds with, "You are old enough to make me want to your." The girl then replies, "Hey Brent, do you know the screenshot will be sent to the public?" He then writes, "Please baby, once I do you a favor, then you don't have to publish our personal business." And this wasn't the first or only screenshot to surface. Brent apparently had a habit of talking to underage girls, fully aware of their age. When the first screenshot surfaced and people tried to question him about it, he initially claimed it was an accident. So at first he admitted that he had talked to her and that it was his account.
Wait, so you texted a minor?
It was an accident. I thought it was.
You know if he was a minor, right?
I did not know because I did not know.
But later he reversed the story, denying responsibility and claiming that it was actually a fake account. He said while talking to someone in his DM, "People have been saying that I'm messaging a minor, which is not true. Someone took a screenshot of my profile and they were trying to be me and says something inappropriate, which I don't text like that. And I didn't know what minor means, but I understand now." So yeah, he basically claimed he didn't know at that time what a minor was. But other screenshots tell a very different story. They show him talking to underage girls and telling them to keep the conversations a secret, which strongly implies that he exactly knew what he was doing, and he also knew what minor meant. Now, almost all of these accounts were actually troll accounts, people setting up an elaborate operation to expose him for what he actually was. And unfortunately, Brent fell for it every single time. His defenses were just as ridiculous as his actions. He insisted he wasn't really a predator because most of his accounts were fake.
It was just a female, but it was a male behind the account. But you know what? If people think I'm a bad person, which I'm not, it's just I don't know why you read the comments out.
But here's the thing, this is exactly how trolls commonly catch predators online. It doesn't make his behavior any less dangerous or inappropriate. And the most disgusting thing so far was that he wasn't even worried about the fact that he was preying on minors. He was more worried about Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande hating him.
You really hurt me the way you would read it out loud, and it just makes me uncomfortable and ask me too many questions. This really hurts me.
I'm so sorry. I really don't mean to hurt you. I just don't know.
It really did. And now people's gonna hate me too. What if celebrities hates me? What if Ariana Grande or Justin Bieber or every celebrity hates me? We bring that up for other people up. It really hurts.
I mean, this is truly deranged, but there's more. He even interacted with another troll account, posting as a 16-year-old girl. At first, he seemed disinterested, but he immediately came back when the user mentioned that she had autism, which clearly shows he was looking to take advantage of her vulnerability. And this is something we've seen far too many times. Predators like Brent, who often target the weak and vulnerable, looking for people they can groom and manipulate. We also came across Reddit posts where another girl named Jajira, who is supposed to be Brent's so-called friend, shared that Brent had been talking to her. She said, Brent is fully aware that I'm a teenager and he never cares to know that he can get himself into trouble. He simply talks to me with explicit messages saying he likes me sassy and wants to blank my blank, obviously because he's into young Latinas. And there were even worse conversations and proof circulating online, including interactions with Lydia's catfish account where he commented on her clothing, short skirts, and appearance. It's creepy, inappropriate, and extremely uncomfortable to read or hear.
Like, you're beautiful, can I be your boyfriend? And I will effing you. I don't want to say it, but did you tell your parents about it so they can, and you only wear, like, black flare pants just one time in our sophomore year. And you switched from that into, like, jeans, shorts, and skirts.
He also asked her if he could stare at her while she was working out. And at the end of the day, Brent is not as innocent as he claims. He's been into juvenile detention, admitted to hitting people, stalks others, and doesn't care about the age of people he's talking to. And when he gets exposed, he cries, plays the victim, and deflects responsibility. The worst part is that he's still active online. He continues live streams, still draws attention, and while people criticize him, he cries. He couldn't find a consistent account on TikTok since his previous ones keep getting deleted. But this appears to be the one he's currently using. He even recently posted a story on this account saying, "Hey there, if you all don't want to support me anymore, that is fine by me. You can just unfollow and then block me so you don't have to hear from me. And please stop wasting my time. And if you all don't want to be friends, that's okay too, because I've been through a lot, so I'm better off alone. But at least I have my family that loves me, and my family does care about me, and they are very proud of me." He also posted another story telling people when he will be going live next. "Hey everyone, I'm sorry, I'm just not having a good day, but maybe I will have a better evening, because when I go back to my house at 6 p.m. in time, I will be on TikTok live, so see you all there. Also, I want to ask you all a question. Should stop, continue drawing, put thumbs down to stop, or put thumbs up to continue?" This ongoing activity shows that despite all the red flags, controversies, and exposure, Brent continues his pattern, and it's a stark reminder of how certain online personalities can exploit attention and social media to maintain influence, even when their behavior is clearly problematic.
I do want to be on social media. You cannot tell someone to leave social media if you believe in God. If you believe in God and Jesus, you cannot tell someone or criticize someone if they cannot be on social media. So yeah, I just look at your profile picture. I just look at your word says about believing you love Jesus. You cannot be doing that. So yeah, Armin and Bree, you cannot judge someone of like, you cannot just like tell someone to get off social media. I'm the one who can make the decision. You cannot say you love Jesus. If you believe in Jesus,